Professor Karthik's xenobiology lecture hall buzzed with excitement, or rather, with the condescending laughter of students from across the galaxy. Today's presentation focused on Earth's fauna, and the entertainment value was exceeding expectations. These are your apex predators? Flack, a Varinian student, clicked his mandibles in amusement at the holographic display. Tiny mammals? Scaled reptiles? Laughable. Maya Okonkwo, the sole human in the class, sat quietly in the back row, her expression carefully neutral. And what, another student chimed in, are these microscopic creatures? Insects, Professor Karthik explained, his tone dismissive. Primitive arthropods. Earth is apparently infested with them. Trillions upon trillions of these insignificant creatures. The class erupted in mocking chittering and whistles, the galactic equivalent of laughter. Humans coexist with vermin. Flack announced proudly. On Vorin, we eliminated all parasitic lifeforms millennia ago. Your planet sounds positively filthy, human Maya. Maya's jaw tightened, but she remained silent. Perhaps, Professor Karthik suggested with academic cruelty, the human would like to present a specimen? Show us these insects she's so fond of defending in her assignments. Actually, Maya said quietly, standing up, I brought something for my final project presentation. If you'll permit me? Karthik gestured magnanimously. Please. Educate us about your planet's pest problem. Maya walked to the front and placed a small, secure containment cube on the demonstration table. Inside was a single insect, roughly 25 mm long, with a reddish-black exoskeleton. This is Paraponera clavata, Maya announced. Commonly called the bullet ant. Found in Central and South American rainforests. Adorable, Flack sneered, leaning closer to the containment field. What does it do? Pollinate your flowers? It has the most painful sting in the insect kingdom, Maya replied flatly. Schmidt Sting Pain Index rates it at 4.0 plus, the highest rating. The pain is compared to being shot, hence the name. Some victims describe it as waves of burning, throbbing, all-consuming pain. The class tittered with disbelief. Impossible, Karthik scoffed. A creature that small couldn't possibly generate significant. The venom contains ponerotoxin, Maya continued, her voice taking on an edge. A paralyzing neurotoxin peptide that affects sodium channels, causing extreme pain that can last up to 24 hours. Some indigenous human tribes use them in initiation rituals. Young men must wear gloves filled with hundreds of these ants for 10 minutes. Multiple times. Barbaric, Flack muttered. But surely your mighty insect cannot harm a Varinian. Our exoskeleton is far superior. Would you like to test that hypothesis? Maya asked coldly. The challenge hung in the air. Flack's pride wouldn't allow retreat. Certainly. Let your primitive pest attempt to penetrate Varinian armor. What happened next would become legend in xenobiology circles. Maya deactivated one section of the containment field with careful precision. The bullet ant, sensing freedom and threat, did what millions of years of evolution had designed it to do. It attacked. Flack's screams began 3 seconds after the sting penetrated the joint in his exoskeleton. They continued for the next 6 hours. The medical bay of the Galactic Academy had never treated an arthropod envenomation before. Flack thrashed on the emergency platform while 3 medics struggled to restrain him. His nervous system was in complete rebellion, firing pain signals that overwhelmed his considerable pain tolerance. Make it stop, he howled. Make it stop. The venom will metabolize naturally, the medical officer explained helplessly. We have no antivenin for Earth-based neurotoxins. You must endure. Professor Karthik arrived at the ICU with 13 other students who had demanded to witness Earth's insects firsthand. All 13 now occupied medical beds after various encounters with specimens from Maya's collection, Japanese giant hornets, warrior wasps, tarantula hawks, and one particularly aggressive paper wasp. Maya stood in the doorway, her secured containment case in hand. "You wanted to understand Earth's insects," she said quietly. "Now you do." Karthix looked up from his bed. He'd been stung by a cow-killer velvet ant, with new understanding in his compound eyes. "Your planet," he rasped, "is a death world." "No," Maya corrected, securing her specimens. "It's a competitive world. Everything on Earth had to evolve to survive against everything else. Our insects didn't just develop survival mechanisms, they developed weapons. Chemical warfare, paralytic toxins, necrotic venoms. They've been perfecting these for over 400 million years." She paused at the door. "Humans didn't conquer Earth by being the strongest. We conquered it by being smart enough to respect everything that lived there, including the insignificant insects." Tlack groaned from his bed, still writhing 12 hours after the sting. Maya's final project received the highest marks in the Academy's history. And xenobiology students never mocked Earth's fauna again. The containment requirements for Earth specimens were upgraded to level 5, the same rating given to weaponized biotoxins. Because the galaxy had learned an important lesson, on Earth, even the smallest creatures were dangerous enough to hospitalize aliens. And humans had learned to live alongside them all.